welcome back to my channel. My name is TishaTheBrave. Welcome back. Today I'm gonna do another story time slash events, or what it was like to be me, whatever it's called. So I used to be a waitress at a hotel. Obviously when the guests come down for breakfast, there are waitresses there, and that's where I was placed there. So yeah, I want to talk about my experiences there because some of them were just terrible. The person that used to pick on me, the person that used to try me, was my supervisor. All I'm saying is there were so many events where I was just like, it came to the point where I quit my job. So let me just tell you how it all happened. On the very first day, I came in, I got ready for my shift, I was introduced to some of the colleagues that were working with me, and one colleague pulled me aside and said to me, be careful of this supervisor that is going to supervise us today, because she is a racist and she doesn't like newcomers and all of that. She tries to test you. Little did I know also that the head chef and her were partners. So the head chef and her both had a little, you know, they tried it for no reason. After a few more days and whatever, I kind of got used to my job. I kind of got used to doing what I had to do. But the bullying and the harassment and just the stupidness never stopped. So I noticed that the supervisor would always sit with her group of people from her country separately from all of us that worked together when we had lunch breaks. And I was saying to myself, that's not normal, because when the manager comes, we all sit together collectively as a group. And I realized that there was some sort of separation. Never forget, like, and this is what made me believe how racist she was. So one time, I actually forgot my pair of shoes. Like, when I come into work, I wear trainers because I'm not wearing my shoes all day long, right? So I was wearing my trainers to work. I forgot them. I forgot my shoes at home. So I got into work and I was wearing my trainers. It wasn't even a big, and I promise you, it wasn't a big deal. I feel like she made it a big deal for no reason. So she noticed that my trainers were there, and she was like, come on, come with me. And I said, okay. And she goes, yeah, you can't wear trainers. Obviously, you can't wear trainers to work. You know, we have a uniform here and it's everything. And I was like, I'm really sorry. She goes, do you have any spare shoes? And she said to me, do you have any spare shoes? I'm like, no, otherwise I would have worn them, right? So she lended me her pair of shoes. And first of all, she demanded that I wear tights, even though I had my black socks on from before, which were clean and everything, right? But she wanted me to get, like, basically take off my socks, buy a pair of tights in the changing room, and wear fresh new tights for her new shoes. And obviously I worked with this lady a long time. At this point, we've worked for each other for a long time. You know when friends are friends, and you know when people are, you know, you work with people for a long time. I wouldn't, my friend was wearing clean socks, I would not make them purchase new tights for the sake of me lending her my shoes. Kind of like she didn't want me to touch her shoes, almost, but because of the uniform policy, she had to give it to me. Oh, and before that, she even asked everybody in the changing room, has anybody got any spare shoes? No one had it, so she had to give her own. Now, after the shift was over, I took off my tights. I said, thank you for the shoes. And she said to me, oh, keep them. Why do you want me to keep the shoes? She said, keep them. You know, I understand hygiene and all of that. I was wearing a fresh pair of tights, right? If I taken off the tights, it hasn't touched the shoe. So I don't understand why you have an issue with it. But like, she gave me the shoes because she didn't want to wear them after me. She tried to screw me over with HR, and I know that it was her plot to kind of get me fired, looking back at it. And I was naive back then, but now I kind of see that she kind of wanted me fired. She got me in trouble to the point where I had to talk to the head chef and my manager about me missing days of work. Now, at this point, I went to my manager and I said to him, I want to quit. I'm going to quit. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like this work. I don't like this establishment. I'm going to quit. And I want to quit as soon as possible. I don't care about 2 weeks notice. I want to know, when can I actually quit? Like, people usually hand in their 2 weeks notice, but I'm telling you that I want to quit as soon as possible because of this stupidity. I'm really not taking it anymore, right? So okay, so after that happened, I didn't get to meet with anybody in the end because I wanted to quit. What ended up happening was we had a 3-month review about my time being here and just things of that nature in general. So she pointed out that I missed 5 days of work. I got really sick at one point because I was not seeing the sun because I was doing the winter shift and I was doing the breakfast shift, meaning that every day I would wake up before sunrise and every day I would leave after sunrise. I did not see the sun for 3 months, and I kid you not, I did not see the sun for 3 months except for 2 days out of the week. Sun gives you nutrients. I did not get daylight. I was really sick. I had a fever, I had a cold. At one point I was feeling nauseous and tired and exhausted, right? I missed 2 days of work even though I was still excruciatingly sick. The reason I came in on my sick day was because I knew they would think I was faking it. I knew they would think I was faking it. For some reason, I just knew that, especially my supervisor being my supervisor, right? So she gave me this form saying that you said you were sick for 5 days. And I said I was sick for 5 days. I was definitely sick for 5 days, but I came in on my 3rd and you knew I was here because you were there and you were doing training with me. You were doing fire safety training with me. How can you think that I wasn't there on those days? So she tried to get me in trouble, and she did that. And she also said sometimes you come in also with a dirty shirt. And I said I never come in with a dirty shirt. When I am doing my shifts, obviously stuff gets on my shirt through customers or through me taking trays or whatever. I never ever come in with a dirty shirt or an unironed shirt. Trust me. There's ironing boards in the changing rooms as well, so don't come to me like that, which I obviously never did. And also she told she said to me that I was a slow worker. Everybody who knew me as a colleague told me that they liked me on their team because I was a fast worker. If you hire me for something, I will literally do the job as properly as I can, which is what I've said to her multiple times, and which is why the reason that everybody always wants me on their. So I don't understand why she thought that I was such a bad waitress, and she tried to throw me under the bus. You know, your old jobs don't make you who you are, but I thought I would just tell that story and just, you know, let it out because I've been wanting to talk about this for so long. But like, don't let anybody determine who you are, and just remember that you are all going places, and just because you have a job that you don't like doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to be successful in the future. Remember, these jobs are just a stepping stone in your career. You have to do what you have to do to get where you want to get sometimes. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.